The tournament has produced some wonderful performances, but let's take a look at who was the most impressive throughout the Thursday play. Was it Middle Tennessee or was it the Butler?
That's a tough one. And I think maybe our producer heard me say these are the two most impressive teams so far this day one of the tournament. Middle Tennessee looked great against Minnesota. They were in the driver's seat for most of that game. Butler absolutely dismantled the opposition in their game. Butler looked really strong, and Winthrop was a team that everybody liked. Everybody said, Winthrop, this could be the 4-13. Butler handled them from start to finish. Butler got a good boost off the bench from Keelan Martin in a new role that he's assumed for that team. Avery Woodson came out fired with the long ball. Kamar Baldwin made plays, the freshman guard who's now playing like a fifth-year senior. A balanced effort, a gritty performance. They did it with defense. Offensively, a lot of contributors, guys making plays at different moments in the driver's seat the whole time. I'm telling you, people are learning about Middle Tennessee a little bit more. Last year, I think it was just all about, I can't believe Michigan State lost. Right. And it wasn't about what Middle Tennessee has personnel-wise. This year, Ja'Cory Williams wasn't on that team last year that upset Michigan State. And now they're coming into this thing like, okay, we know what it's like to win in this thing. We know what we got to do. We've knocked off another Big Ten team. And now we're looking to make a run. Giddy Potts, that young man right there, Reggie Upshaw Jr., you think he's a pro. I happen to agree with you, but Ja'Cory Williams is a difference. Those are three bona fide NBA players on the same team. Talk about big three. This team has one coming out of Conference USA. Mightily dangerous.
Yeah, I'm going to go more impressive Middle Tennessee because as a 12 seed, they were favored. You know, Butler was still a sizable favorite, and they were the lower seed, obviously being a 4 and knocking off a Winthrop. For Middle Tennessee, there was actually a little pressure in this game. Everybody, you, me, everyone in our bracket, everyone was picking them.
We didn't only pick them. We went out there and anybody would listen and say, this is the lock of the first round in terms of upsets.
I mean, we made so much money on that game. Oh, and by the way, it was never even a sweat. Like, this was utter domination from the second half on. They were just flat out better than Minnesota. Yeah. And a guy like Kermit Davis, I think, is going to be a hot name as far as coaching vacancies in the offseason. We got a team that's won 30-plus games this year. I like Middle Tennessee if they were playing.
I was going to say, you like him to go far unless they had Butler as the matchup.
It's a bad matchup. I like Butler moving on. I know you have Butler going far, too. If they would have got a team like Florida or Virginia,
I really feel like any other team outside of the vaunted ones and maybe the twos. This is the only middle of the pack 3, 4, 5 that you didn't want to see, literally.
I completely agree.
Florida State's the team they beat.
I think this is a really bad matchup. I think it's going to be a knockdown, drag-it-out type of game, maybe a one-possession, two-possession game, but I think the Butler ends up moving on.